The old playbook for hiring and retaining talent is completely dead. In 2026, candidates don't just want a paycheck, and companies can no longer afford to hire based on the traditional interviews.
So I have been in this industry, fast setup tech industries for like 4 years now. I'm working as associate HR manager in a product-based company. The journey was quite up and down. I have seen the market change this 4 years. Same industry, same domain. I have seen candidates who are coming from different background. They are doing really good.
So flexible does really matter in this current trend.
We can ask them. So adaptability is not a skill anymore.
So if you have a candidate from a Tier 1 college, who gets the offer letter at a specialized tech firm first?
Talent is everywhere, especially in India.
Especially Gen Zs and Millennials gets bored quickly.
So burnout employees and quiet quitting employees are similar. If you look from outside, they are quite similar.
So is the traditional annual performance appraisal system is dead, or is it still alive? Should a company counter offer or let them go?
It depends. It depends.
Today we sit down with Biswajeeta Sahu from Nanoheal to break down the brutal reality of the modern day talent war. How companies actually stop top performers and what it truly takes to stop your best people from quitting. Biswajeeta, welcome for our podcast of EMPCloud. So let us know about your journey as a HR, and let our listeners also know about you.
Sure. So I have been in this industry, fast setup tech industries for like 4 years now, and I started my career as an IT recruiter, and now I'm working as associate HR manager in a product-based company. So of course, like the journey was quite up and down. What I learned as a fresher and what knowledge I carry now is completely different, and I have seen the market change this 4 years. So yes, I'm excited to share my insights here.
So Biswajeeta, let's begin with some questions. So the theme of our show is reimagining the future of work. So if we look at hiring right now, so what is that one major qualification or requirement that used to be mandatory on a resume 5 years ago, but it is completely irrelevant to you today?
So honestly, for me, it's the obsession with perfect linear resume. Before 5 years, recruiters used to search for, that traditional resume, structured one. Same industry, same domain, no career gap. But for me in 2026, I have seen candidates who are coming from different background, different domain, different education background. They are doing really good as compared to the one who have really static experience.
Okay.
Yes. Candidates who have switched careers and done freelancing, build their own projects and learn through very unconventional path, they are doing really good right now, and they have learned so much that they can survive in every mode. And right now the market is changing too rapidly, so as the company work structure and everything, so now leaders are looking for the candidates who can evolve and adapt things easily, not only skills wise. They want the culture to be easily adaptable.
So flexible does really matter in this current trend, because we have companies offering hybrid and complete remote, or maybe work from office full days.
If we ask any candidate, are you adaptable, are you flexible, they will obviously say yes. But for this, I think we can ask them very, not directly, indirectly, so that we can ask them for a situation where they have find themselves in a very hard position and they have figured it out, and or anything they have learned it through their own selves by watching any YouTube or something else. Here, how we can understand them: are they ranting about the situation, or are they very excited? They were very excited when they were learning these things. So through this, we can understand that if that candidate is adaptable or flexible. So they will usually or normally use words like I explored this by myself, I did this by myself. Initially I was facing some issues, but I learned that quickly. So I think this is the way we can understand the candidate if he is flexible or adaptable.
Okay.
If we ask candidates about are you adaptable, are you flexible, any sort of these questions, they will say yes. So better not to ask them directly. watch how they are answering it. Ask them a situation where you figured out things by your own, or have you learned anything by your own and you have implemented in your current roles and responsibilities. And on top of it, they will, whatever they answer, we should watch how they are explaining the situation there. Are they ranting about it, or are they excited about it? So they will normally answer like, I learned this and implemented in that way, and initially I faced the problem, but I learned it quickly by exploring this from that platform. And right now, like all the market, all the companies are right now evolving. So adaptability is not a skill anymore. It's a survival mode to survive in an industry.
So now there is a massive debate right now, so about the background versus potential of a candidate. So if you have a candidate from a tier 1 college with the average attitude versus a self-taught candidate from a tier 3 city, so with the incredible drive, who gets the offer letter at a specialized tech firm first?
So without any hesitation, a potential candidate, because a brand name in a resume may open the doors, but highly potential candidates from a tier 3 college or a tier 1 college, or I will say a strong mindset, builds a long-term success.
Yeah.
So if you see, talent is everywhere, especially in India. There are more resourceful professionals working here and there, and they are more successful because they are coming from tier 3 college or tier 3 cities, and they have to really work hard for the opportunities, and they really work for it. Attitude or average communication that can be, that is much harder to fix rather than a professional, resourceful professional who is coming for tier 3 city, who has already worked hard and figured out everything by his own, and he is more highly potential. And I would choose a candidate who is more ambitious, more adaptable, more flexible, rather than who have very average attitude towards learning. Yeah.
So let's talk about retention. So the modern workforce, especially Gen Zs and millennials, gets bored quickly. If a brilliant engineer wants to leave after 12 months, so because of the work feels repetitive, how do you handle that? Is it a failure of HR, or it is a short tenure that is the new reality of 2026?
So over the time, the meaning of loyalty has been changed. Previously or earlier, employees used to stay in a company for 5 years, 10 years. So that was counted as stability. And if you see now, Gen Z employees, let's say, they want impact work, stability. So, and it's not HR failure, I will say, but it's the company who failed to keep the employees engaging through their work. And I think for this, there is a solution that we can say that we can plan the roles and responsibilities like it should be opportunities through both the sides, and roles like more involved cross-functional things. I think in that way we can keep employees more engaged and challenged, so that they can learn each other's work and they can learn new things from each other's department as well. So I think it's not HR failure, it's companies who failed to keep the employee engaged.
So you mentioned that it should come from both the employer as well as the employee. So when it is a collective efforts from both of the employees or the employer, so how does it really work? Does everyone take it gradually, or it is something a difference of opinion? Some might take it or some might leave it.
In 2026, the smartest way to survive this is to have a clear and transparent conversations with their managers and leaders, right? And through that we can understand the mindset of the employees, and through that I think we can all discuss and come up with a solution how we can make it engaged and more challenging to keep that employee in the company.
They say money talks, but what is the number one non-monetary reason tech professionals are resigning today? So what are they asking for behind the closed doors that the corporate leaders are failing to provide them?
I think in my point of view, it's our lack of trust, lack of meaning. Most of the leaders still assume that employees are leaving because of the hike structure. It's not because of that. Employee feel emotionally disconnected, they feel unheard, they feel invisible in the company. So behind the closed door, they want flexibility, they want to be heard, they want ownership. So these are the reason they are leaving, mostly because of the environment. It's not because of the work or anything, it's because of the environment.
Okay. Who is responsible for this? It is the company that should give everything, or I mean, a bit of flexibility should also come from the employees. So when company is doing so much, I'm earning for living, so company is paying for me. So why should not I mean, just adjust or agree for the terms and condition of the company, and let my flexibility move a bit?
Okay, so highly professional employees are expecting ownership. They want to be treated like adults. So the environment is now micromanaged and monitored. So that is why they are saying they want flexibility about their work and ownership. It's not like if they are doing something, it is not supposed to be monitored or micromanaged.
Okay. So with remote and hybrid setups today, it's quite quitting where employees do the absolute bare minimum just to collect a paycheck. So it's very hard to track. How does a company separate burnt out employees? So who needs a support from disconnected employees or a team who is just coasting?
So burnout employees and quiet quitting employees are similar. If you look from outside, they are quite similar. Burnout employees they are still interested in the company, they are invested, it's just they are tired and exhausted. And quiet quitting employees are like they are done with the same repetitive work. They are not feeling engaged or challenged. They want to explore more about new environment. I mean, explore maybe industries or something. And I think for this, the solution would be clear communication with the managers and the leaders.
Okay.
And one more solution from my side would be to for managers, we can provide trainings for them to understand the psychological shift, how the employees are shifting their interest and how they are working. From there, we can judge.
Okay. So will that really work?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So let's move on to our last segment of this podcast, that is rapid fire round. So I'll be asking few questions, and whatever comes to your mind, it should be instant answer. Okay.
Sure.
So to begin with, what is a bigger red flag on a resume? A 6-month career gap or changing jobs every 10 months?
I think job hopping.
Job hopping is
Yes.
the option.
Yes.
Okay. So is the traditional annual performance appraisal system is dead, or is it still alive?
It's still alive.
So does every employee get that?
Yeah.
Okay. So the most overrated perk companies offer to attract talent that candidates actually don't care about?
Gym membership.
Okay, so that is for their wellness.
Yes.
Okay.
But they don't go only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to add with this as a snack options, so where employees will be amused.
Yes.
Okay. So if an employee receives an outside offer for a 30% hike, which is industry standards, so should a company counter offer or let them go?
It depends. It depends. They can have a discussion and take a decision rather than let them go.
Okay. A manager who focuses only on logged hours instead of actual output
Is micromanagement.
Okay.
Yes.
So that was fun, and we are about to end this. Biswajeeta, I usually ask this in each and every episode. So what is that one suggestion or a feedback that could help our listeners, maybe a professional or a candidate, to get into the industry?
Okay, so whatever they are studying, any background, graduation, qualification, I would suggest first to build something their own. They start, even if they are not getting into full-time opportunity, please start doing something your own, like own project, come up with ideas, work on it and showcase them and feel confident about it. And of course, it's very minor thing, but clear communication I will suggest, because I speak with multiple candidates in a day and they still are not aware about the how to communicate actually.
Okay.
So that's the biggest red flag for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Biswajeeta, thank you so much for pulling back the curtain on what it really takes to build and protect a great team today. So to everyone tuning in, so finding a job is very difficult, but building a workplace where people actually want to stay is the real challenge of the 2026. So the companies that win the future are the ones rewriting the rules right now. So that's a wrap of this episode. I'm Swaroop Rangaswamy and this is EMPCloud. We will see you in the next room and don't forget to subscribe.